This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.
Hi there, I'm Kaylee O'Kelly with your afternoon update from ABC15 Arizona. Arizona Attorney General Mark Brnovich, along with AGs for a couple of other states, Missouri and Louisiana, they're planning to sue the White House over Title 42. And that measure is set to end next month. Title 42, the public health order, it went into effect, back in March of 2020. And it does prevent migrants from coming into the U.S. The bulk of this suit argues that canceling it would cause a surge of immigration at the border that could overwhelm state and federal resources. Drivers are paying about a nickel less than we were a week ago here in Arizona for gasoline. Our state, though, is paying roughly 50 cents more than the national average for gas. Our Joe St. George looks at what can be done to get prices below $4 a gallon again.
If you're anything like me by now, you're sick of the stories, sick of the sounds, tired of the numbers and the signs that take money out of your pocket. You're especially sick of walks down memory lane. Remember when gas was under $2 a gallon in April of 2020?
What you're likely sick of the most is a lack of action from Washington when it comes to the high price of gasoline, but that could be changing soon.
There isn't enough supply.
To be clear, Washington has done some things in the last few days. President Biden has pledged to release 1 million barrels of oil a day for 180 days from the nation's petroleum reserve. And Secretary of Transportation Pete Buttigieg announced on Friday a plan to increase fuel efficiency standards in all new cars beginning in 2024. So far, though, those announcements have only moved the markets marginally. So what additional options do lawmakers have? Option number one, pressure oil executives to produce more oil and limit profits. This week on Wednesday, the leaders of Shell, BP, Chevron, as well as ExxonMobil are expected to testify on Capitol Hill, with Democrats planning to push their companies to do more to lower the cost. Option number two, fine oil companies for not drilling. The president has called on Congress to penalize businesses that have leases to drill or frack on federal land, but currently are not. Energy companies have pushed back, saying not every location is capable of producing oil, and as a result, this idea is looking less likely to make it through a divided Senate. Option number three, a gas tax holiday or rebates. One Democratic idea is to send $100 a month to every American making under $75,000 for the rest of the year, as long as gas is above $4. But that idea still lacks the necessary support on Capitol Hill, with some preferring a suspension of the federal gas tax instead, which is 18 cents a gallon. But listen to what Speaker Nancy Pelosi has to say about that.
The con is that the oil companies do not necessarily pass that on to the consumer.
In Washington, I'm Joe St. George.
Well, gas prices did drop a few cents over the weekend. The average in the Valley today, $4.65. That's for regular unleaded. You're going to pay more if you're driving in Flagstaff and less in Tucson. But we can tell you this, everywhere is above the national average here in the state of Arizona. You want to find the cheapest gas where you are? Well, check out our free interactive map. It's up now, abc15.com/gas. Opening day for our Arizona Diamondbacks happens Thursday. The team looking to rebound after just a terrible season last year. The D-backs are going to host the San Diego Padres at Chase Field, and we are going to have complete coverage for you Thursday on ABC 15 mornings to get you geared up for that game and what we're hoping is a great season ahead. A new milestone for Arizona's sports betting industry. New state data shows people bet more than $500 million on sports here in January. Arizona, one of only 6 states to see that many bets, and the smallest state by population, except for Nevada, of course, which sees boosted numbers from Vegas. Arizonans, though, may not have as much luck. Of those 6 states, sports books held on to 7% of all the money wagered, and that's the highest of those 6 states. As for what's ahead, well, we can expect next February's numbers to be higher from the Super Bowl and tourism from the Waste Management Phoenix Open, and then some big numbers again in March, all because of the NCAA basketball tournament.
Hi, everyone. I'm Allison Rodriguez with a look at that most accurate forecast as we get through your Monday, kicking off this work week. And it's going to be a warm one. We are expecting temperatures to be in the 70s by 10 a.m. Lunchtime rolls around. We're already in the 80s. We're going to see some winds kicking up as well. So expect some breezes, some warm breezes as we get into the afternoon. Looking for a high of 88 degrees in Phoenix today with 70s in Sedona and Prescott. Upper 60s in Payson with more 60s out to the east in Show Low. Heber is going to top out at 67, 64 for us in Flagstaff. We got some hot temperatures too out to our west, as you can see, from Bullhead City to Lake Havasu City, Quartzsite down to Yuma, all in the 90s. Futurecast here shows we look to stay dry for the next several days, but we are going to see some breezes kick up. So just a heads up there, breezy conditions today into tomorrow. Wednesday looks to be a little calmer, but you'll notice 90s for the rest of the upcoming 7 days.
Well, we have another update for you tonight. Until then, get the latest news, weather, and traffic at ABC15.com or by downloading our free ABC15 mobile app. Make it a great day.
This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.